guess you can start with the questions.
There you go. Let's have some opening statements. The other coaches, the other game had opening statements. You want to give us a little bit?
Okay. Concord played us really tough. They're by far the best team we played this year since Newbern. Tight game. First half, they did a lot of stuff defensively to limit our big plays on offense, and good trick play at a timely part in the game. Gave them a touchdown, and we turned the ball over and had a few penalties, but they played a very good first half. We had to make some adjustments, and our guys did a great job, I think, in the second half coming out and taking advantage of those adjustments.
What did you tell the guys at halftime? I mean, it seemed to completely change after the half.
Well, we just made a couple of adjustments offensively and defensively to try to get more speed on the field. They hadn't been running the ball successfully versus us, so we wanted to feature been throwing the ball really well, hitting some open receivers, so we put some more speed on the field and put 6 DBs on the field in the second half. And then try to take advantage on all of our check run plays at the line of scrimmage, checking to the short, reduced side of the field. And I just told them they had 24 minutes left to play. They were either going to be the first place team in the state or the first place loser. That was up to them. And they came out and played hard in the second half. A lot of it's got to do with these 3 guys coming in here, but if you talk to them, I'm sure we give all the honor and glory to God and give their teammates praise as well.
Coach Bryant, talk about, you guys played that tough close game early in the season against New Bern, and this game was starting to go that way in the first half, tight nip and tuck, both teams battling back and forth. What do you think that resiliency from that game helped you in this game, if at all?
Well, I think it let us know that no matter what the score was in the game, that we were never out of a game with the type of kids that we have and the type of players that we have. Whether we're down or up in the game, whether we're down big, the Newbern game actually showed us that we could make a comeback, late in the game, down 20 points in the last 7 minutes of the game, and with a spread no huddle offense, the defense that flies around like us, we're never out of a game.
Can you kind of talk about how much the momentum switched after the interception return?
It was big. They're driving. They've got the ball inside the 20. We had told our guys all week that we're going to try to get pressure on him, and that he's going to throw the ball very well, but every now and then he'll throw one up for grabs. And Farrell made a great break on the ball and used his 4.9 speed. I'm just kidding. And used his speed to get down the field and get in the end zone. That was a big momentum switch for us. And then they came right back down and scored again, and we went back down and scored. So it was, I'll tell you, the last 6 or 7 minutes of the second quarter was a quick one. It went fast, and a lot of points were scored.
We're going to talk about the game. Talk about the honor that you get and what describe your emotion right now.
First of all, thank the Lord and all my teammates helped me get this far right now. All the linemen, all the receivers. We just came together as a team. Started off slow in the first half, kind of shootout. In the second half, we came out, did our job like Coach said all year. We came out with a win.
Talk about 3 rival guys in this game. Basically, had a big impact in the game. All 3 of you guys. Describe them, and obviously you're going to be seeing them again in 2 weeks.
It's a great feeling playing with a couple of teammates. Just go to the Shrine Bowl. It's a great experience, the state championship game, so we're going to enjoy all of it.
Darrell, when you came into this game, did you ever think that you guys would run the ball as well as you did throughout the whole game?
I mean, in the first half, they were kind of like jumping where we would run the ball, but I just stayed patient and just kept waiting for my offensive line to make the holes, because I knew they were going to make them eventually, and then when my time came, I just took it.
GQ, Deshaun, as a defense, you guys got passed on a little bit there in the first half. He was hitting passes on you guys. Second half, you guys sure up there. You can answer this question too. You played on back there with the pick and everything, but you guys kind of got tougher in the second half as a defense. What caused it?
Basically, the coaching staff, just speaking right now. Still taking it all in right now. Just feel good to win.
Talk about that big play by AJ who picked up the fumble. They had the ball to start the second half, to pick up the fumble and score, really give you guys momentum. Talk about how big of a play that was for you guys. I guess Deshaun.
It was
Speak from your heart, big guy.
It was a momentum changer. It was a big time of the game. It was the third quarter. All the black, we all got to the ball, routed to the ball. Somebody stripped it, and AJ just picked it up. So it was pretty much a team effort. We came out with a touchdown. It was a momentum changer.
Farrah, what were you telling the guys as senior leader? Darrell, you can answer this either. Both you guys as upperclassmen leaders, Deshaun, you too. What were you telling the guys when they were up? They're going into the half. What was you guys speak to your teammates at halftime? Say, hey, we're cool. You know, it's no big deal. And how'd you stay calm?
I tell them just keep their focus and play, keep playing hard.
Darrell, you want to say anything about how you guys stay calm?
I mean, we just stay focused. I mean, I told them all, like, yo, this game is not over. It's the first half. I mean, we just keep working. We're going to come out with a W, and that's what we did. I mean, I told them not to get too low on themselves. Over that one point, they were up on us. I mean, it wasn't that serious. So we just kept making adjustments at halftime, and we came back, and we came out stronger second half.
Farrah, talk about Newbern won a state championship. You guys won a state championship. How good is Newbern, Craven County football?
Great. I mean, it's amazing. Two teams in the county winning state championship. That speaks a lot about Craven County, putting Craven County on the map. So Newbern has a lot of good athletes over there. We got some good athletes over here to win the state championship.
The touchdown at the end of the first half to Harry, has he had a touchdown? I mean, that's a new play you guys threw in, correct?
We put that play in this week off the stretch because we know they squeezed hard off the backside. We knew they were trying to take away our stretch out of our eye set. So we put that play in this week. It's 37 boot. We scored 2 touchdowns on it tonight. One to Harry. And I was just about to strangle Pharaoh because I didn't want him to throw the ball to Harry because Harry's never caught a pass in a game. Harry said he did a lot of praying last night, so we caught that ball and got the end zone. That's his first touchdown in high school as an offensive player. I think he's gotten a defensive touchdown before, but having him on the field, him and Malcolm at the same time, and that in our spread eye set, those two guys usually are blocking all the time. And I told them they'd done such a good job this year that we're going to put in a couple of pass plays to them. And just luckily that play worked out where Harry was wide open and Pharaoh lofted it to him because I told him make sure you know who you're throwing to, and he was throwing to a defensive lineman. So he called it and got in the end zone. Harry's excited about it. The first high school touchdown on the offensive side of the ball.
Speaking of, what can you say about the 21 seniors that put their heart on in the team this year?
These guys have done it for 3 years. Most of them have been starting on the varsity ever since they were sophomores. We took our lumps early on, and these guys' sophomore year. Darrell was starting on the varsity as a freshman. These two guys are starting on the varsity as sophomores. We took our lumps early in the year, and then these guys grew up together. They grew up together in our weight room, in the off season, off the field. These guys aren't just football players that play football on Friday nights. These guys hang out together off the field. They go to team breakfast together every day on Saturday morning after our practices. I think that's what makes us such a good team. Not only do we have good players, but we've got good kids that love each other on and off the field.
Coach Brown, kind of touch on what I asked Deshaun about. What did you think of the defense in the second half playing better compared to the first? You guys, and I know one of your goals was to get pressure to beat you. You did that a little bit. Malcolm Kendall had a sack. But kind of talk about what you thought of the defense.
I've said it several times. Defense wins championships. People have always looked at our offensive numbers and the numbers that we have. And you've got two guys like this on offense. Obviously that's where they're going to look. But defense wins championships. And in the second half, they never slipped in zone. They didn't get a chance to score. And we told them in the second half if they didn't score, that we would win the game. Our defense made plays. We do a scoop and score drill every week in practice. Practice stripping the ball. People always look at fumbles and say, well, if they hadn't fumbled, if they hadn't done this. Well, if we don't teach stripping the ball, then we don't get fumbles. If we don't teach scoop and score, then we don't get it. We fumbled as well, but that's something that we practice every week. We try to practice every facet of the game that we think will happen in a game.
Darrell, coming back next year, just describe, now that this is over, you think about next year, just talk about the potential of maybe a three-peat. How you guys looking next year?
We look good. We're just going to be a little young, but we can do it. As long as everybody puts in the effort, we work hard all off-season like we did this year, anything is possible. I don't play past them guys.
Coach, talk about back to back. What's this mean to you?
It means a lot, you know, not just to me, but what means the most to me is to be able to share it with my assistant coaches and with these kids. Especially these seniors that graduate. They really helped put Havelock football on the map in the last 3 years. The last 4 years, we've made it to the Eastern Finals. Lost the first 2 years to Eastern Alamance, and then won it last year, won the state championship, and won it this year. I love my players like they're my own, and I would do anything for any one of them. And I'm just glad that I get to be their coach.
Thank you, Coach.